It's your girl Abby and welcome to my channel. Hey, what's up beautiful people? It's your girl Abby and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be doing a story time to when I got my tonsils removed. It was the worst 2 weeks of my life. It was only supposed to be a 2-week recovery and it ended up lasting about 7 months. All right, I tried. It actually lasted for like 3 months, or maybe the guy did it wrong. I don't really know. Long story short, at least I'm alive. So without further ado, let's get to this video. Okay, so I did my tonsillectomy, I would say it was around July. Prior to that, I kept getting either strep throat, tonsillitis. It was always something, and it's the worst. Everybody knows when your throat hurts, it's the worst. You can't eat nothing, you can't drink nothing, it bothers to talk, swallow, everything. Swallow. I started going to a specialist. He was telling me, you know, if this happens again, I don't think I should put you on any more antibiotics. I think you should get tonsils removed. So I'm thinking, I'm like, alright, I'm good, I got this, because I had a baby before, so it shouldn't be that bad. I got it 2 more times after that, actually, before I decided to take them out. So I went to somebody in Queens, actually. I went, I seen the guy. He was pretty cool, so I'm like, all right, cool. So he seemed like, you know, he knew what he was doing. So I'm like, all right. He made me sign not a waiver. He made me sign. I forgot the name of that. I don't know. I just can't think of it right now. He made me sign basically something that's saying, you know, that if I'm put under anesthesia, I die. It's not his problem. Oh well, my issue. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta take him out. He sets me up for the date and everything. You know, he's telling me that it's gonna be in so much pain, that this is like the most pain that his patients have told him they've ever been in their life. It gets closer to the date. The day before, I was telling my boyfriend, I was telling his family, I was telling my family, I'm like, I don't feel like doing it no more. But everybody's telling me, you know, if you really feel like you don't want to do it, don't do it. But I'm like, on the other hand, I'm gonna keep getting it and I'm only gonna get older. So let me just get it over with. Day comes, I'm like, damn, this is really it. Like, so I'm like, alright, this is time. I'm gonna boss up, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I go to the appointment. I remember I have 2 nose piercings. So it was one on top of this one and then that one. So he's telling me I can't wear any jewelry, but I just got this done like 6 months ago. And for some reason with the Carlos piercing, it takes like 2 years to forever to heal. So I'm like, damn, alright, let me see if I can get away with it. So they telling me, you know, it could be a rib, it could burn my ear and shit. So I'm like, nah, I'm not with it. Alright, fine, just take it out. I was asleep already when they was taking it out, apparently, because I don't remember it. So what I do remember, I sat down, they took my blood. So I was sitting there, they couldn't find my vein. I swear, everything was going wrong and I'm like, yeah. But at that point, I was already changed. I was in my gown, I was sitting there, I'm like, you know what, I gotta do it. And then, you know, the guy comes, you know, asks me all the questions and stuff. So they go take me to the room. All I remember is one, being hungry as shit because I couldn't even eat the day before. But all I remember is literally laying there. They, like, I guess strapped me down and all that. So I'm laying there and that's it. That's it. Next thing you know, I guess, I mean, they didn't even tell me like, you about to go to sleep. That's it. Oh, I don't know. I didn't get a warning. Maybe there was no communication. They just put that shit in me and that was it. I was out. I wake up and I'm like my throat was like numb and everything. I didn't even really feel anything when I first woke up. So I'm just there and I'm looking around and then like I see the nurse in there, but I didn't say nothing. Like I was just sitting there. And then she turns around and she's like, oh, you're quiet. Yeah, like I couldn't really talk, but okay, you think you funny. I didn't really get no instructions or anything that happened. They just say, okay, you know, so we're gonna give you some Tylenol. Mind you, Tylenol. For getting my tonsils removed, all I'm getting is Tylenol. No antibiotics, no nothing, right? I'm like, I'm sitting there like, whole thing is swollen and everything. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to go home and go to sleep. I come home, I get comfortable, I lay down, and I'm like, all right, I'm in mad pain. Like I can't even go to sleep. I take my Tylenol, so I'm like, all right. So I take little naps here and there. Fast forward to a few days after, like, when was it? I got my surgery, I think, on a Friday. I got it done on a Friday, and then it was probably that Sunday. So for a few days, I felt like shit. So Sunday night, probably like 2 in the morning, I wake up, I got a fever. So I wake up my boyfriend, and I'm like, I feel mad sick. So then I'm like, yo, I feel like I gotta throw up, but I'm like, nah. You know, I don't think that's one of the side effects, because you know, you just got your tonsil removed. The last thing is like, I'm gonna be throwing up. Who wants to be throwing up after they took out their tonsils? So I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm just being paranoid. I'm just a little nauseous. I'll be fine. So I'm like, nah, I don't feel good. I had a fever. I had diarrhea. And I was like, nah, something ain't right. Something ain't right, because it's not supposed to be happening. So if you look up like the follow-up instructions or whatever, they tell you that if you get like a fever, or like if you start like spitting up blood, or if you're vomiting or something, go to the hospital. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give it one more chance. I'm gonna try to lay down, you know, take some Tylenol, my fever goes away. If I throw up again, then I have to go to the hospital. So that happens. I'm like, all right, I gotta go to the emergency room, because that morning I was non-stop diarrhea. I was throwing up. Well, actually, no, I only threw up like 2 times. I was on some like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this ain't it, like, period. I went to the hospital. So I ended up having diarrhea, fever, nausea, heartburn, and indigestion. So unfortunately, I heard the worst news I could hear, which was, you're getting admitted today. I was like, wow, that sucks, but what can I do? So I was sitting there, and to my surprise, I shit myself. Yup. Fast forward past all the nasty shit. 2 days passed, 2-3 days passed. We gotta take cultures of your stool cultures, not to be nasty. This was already like the 2nd, 3rd day. So I'm like, damn, all right, how long does it take to get the results back? Because at that point, I'm like, all right, I want to go home. Like, so the 3rd day comes. At that point, I'm done depressed. Like, I was like, all right, I want to go home. Like, I don't want to be here. I want to be with my son. Like, it's torture. At this point, it's torture. So they wound up taking my stool sample. They come back. Actually, no, 2 more days passed that they was waiting for the results. They don't want me to leave just in case I have an infection. So they have me on, what is that called? They have me on, yeah, but they basically had me on, like, when you have to make sure you put on your mask, everything before you walk into the room. That's how I was. So I was infected, I was dirty, I was nasty, I was just laying there. I felt like I was gonna die. I was like, wow, this is the end of my life. Like, this is it. This is when I die. Like, so I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, this just sucks. I was there for a whole week. It was terrible. I had someone call the doctor for me and let him know my symptoms. Like, I wanted to know, like, was there something wrong on his end, which he was not gonna tell me anyways. So we send them pictures of my throat, my shit's all fucked up, and I'm like, yo, like, what happened? Like, so of course he's like, no, you know, that's normal and stuff. Well, he doesn't know how did I get sick. But basically the way my throat looked, that like, it was like kind of like one side was like lower, the other one was like higher. It looks a little weird. But he told me that's normal, you know, that happens sometimes. So this man is gonna tell me I forgot if it was my right or my left tonsil was so bad that when they tried to take it out, it was like stuck. So they had to really like scrape it out, something like that. So that side was very irritated, and that's why that side happens to be higher than the other, because they had to take out more to make sure there was nothing left, and then I would have got a infection or whatever. I would have probably had to do another surgery. Doctors finally come back. What was wrong? Remind you, this is already like, I went there on a Monday, this was Friday. It's already 5 days being there. I'm like, yo, I gotta go. Like, I was really on some, like, I don't even care what I got. I'm leaving. Like, I don't want to sit here anymore. So they ended up telling me I got C. diff, which is short for some long ass word. The way you get it is like if you're like on antibiotics. So it's like a stomach infection, something like that, which causes, you know, severe diarrhea, things like that. People did die from it before, so I was like, oh nah. At that point, they told me what I had. They was like, okay, you know, you can take this, you know, you have to take this type of medicine and stuff, you know, try to stay away from antibiotics because you could get it again. And ever since that day, I'm good. I get sick, I get anything, give me anything besides antibiotics. Ooh, rewind. So what happened while I was there, they told me that I had a fast heart rate. So I'm like, oh great, now I'm here with serious complications from that damn surgery. I should have never did it. So already, like, instant regret from like the second day when I got it. I regretted it. So now I'm having problems with my heart and everything. So I get out of the hospital, fast forward about 2 days. I already had 2 weeks off of work because of that. So I'm in my house and I'm like, yo, like I'm having heart palpitations. My heart is beating really fast and I was getting chest pains. So I'm like, oh nah, like I'm really dying. Like I'm telling you, all I had in my head, I was like, I'm dying. Like this is it. Like I'm done. Like I go to the urgent care. They're like, oh my god, you know, you could have like a blood clog in your lungs, so you should go directly to the emergency room. So I'm like, fuck, all right. They're like, do you need an ambulance? I'm like, nope, I'm driving myself to the hospital. And thank god they did not admit me. They're like, okay, maybe it's just like, you know, you was dehydrated. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I guess I'm gonna just have chest pains or something. So that was it. They discharged me. They told me just, you know, try just taking it easy, don't rest too long, you know, like slowly start walking and things like that to get my body back to how it was regularly. A few days later, it's still there. So I'm like, oh nah, something's wrong. So I wound up going to my regular primary care doctor. I had like 2 EKGs done on me. I had a sonogram for my heart to make sure there was nothing wrong with my heart. And then they advised me to go to a specialist, a cardiologist. So I go to a cardiologist. She's asking me all my symptoms. I'm telling her. She's like, oh, you know, but you're really young. You're only 24. There shouldn't be anything wrong with you. So I'm still hitting her with the, well, there is type shit. So what are we gonna do about it? Like, yeah, so she told me, okay, so we should do a stress test on you. So they gave it to me. The lady said, oh, good news, everything came back normal. So I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. My chest pain started going away a little bit. So a week after that, I'm already back at work. I'm like, yo, I can't even like walk fast. I was still having chest pain. So I called the lady back. She brings me in. She's like, oh, you know, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm having it again. It stopped actually. Actually, after I did the stress test for like 2 weeks, I was good. Or like a week or two, I was good. And then I'm like, nah, it's coming back. So I go, mind you, all of this happened. I never had any problems. I didn't have no problems like with my heart or nothing. I just got asthma, but that's pretty much it. So the lady is actually like, okay, you know, we're gonna do a blood test. This was like already like a month and a half or like 2 months after I did my surgery. So she said, okay, let's do a blood test, you know, see if there could be something else wrong. So I go, take off of work again, go do a blood test. So like 5 days passed and I'm like, all right, I didn't hear nothing. I called the doctor. She's like, okay, yeah, everything came back and it was normal. So, you know, if you're getting it again, because I'm like, okay, it kind of went away after that. She's like, if you're getting it again, then, you know, come back. Yeah, so I'm like, all right, you trying to get me because now I got to pay co-pays. You're going to check me a little bit, like this much every time I come. I'm like, oh, you're fine, honey. Come back if anything. No, not me. Period. So ever since then, I've been kind of good. Fast forward to today, I'm alright. I mean, I would say from a 1 to 10, I'm like back at like an 8.5. Because sometimes I still get a little chest pain, but I'm like, you know what? If it gets bad, I'm gonna go back. I feel like it was, I wouldn't say worth it, but since I did get the surgery, I no longer got like throat infections, like sore throat, strep throat, anything like that. Little like crooked, like I would say like the roof of your mouth is like one side is like a little lower than the other one, but I mean, ain't complaining. Yeah, I mean, I would say if you don't need to, don't do it. That'll be my advice. If you don't need to, don't do it. I needed to because I was getting tonsillitis, like literally it was like every other week. If you need to get them removed, just take them out. Just take them out. Just make sure you're in good health, you know. So before my camera dies, I'm gonna just close out my video right here. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever it is on your screen. Make sure you comment below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.